very important element of the exhibition is looking at the luxury that came with dining and banqueting. And for the Romans, they'd had a lot of influences. The Greeks, the other Italian peoples were most important. They'd invented the idea of lovely mosaics, wall paintings, beautiful silverware, and the Romans really embraced this. They loved Greek luxury. If you came to a banquet in a lovely Roman home, what you would see immediately were beautiful frescoes on the walls. You'd see lovely mosaics on the floor. The frescoes might show Greek mythology. They might show a beautiful gardenscape to make you think you were half in, half out of the house. The mosaics show everything from, again, mythology, but they can also show beautiful fish, like the mosaic behind me here. And it would have been at the center of a Roman dining room. The dining room was called a triclinium. It was the room of the three couches. And so you had three couches in a U shape, and then in the middle of the U was a particularly fine mosaic called an emblema. And an emblema always had really beautiful detail. And this one is perhaps one of the finest of all because it shows sea creatures. You've got an octopus fighting a lobster in the middle of the mosaic, and then swirling around it you've got all the other sea creatures, dogfish and flatfish, and there's even a squid, a wonderfully bog-eyed squid over on the other side. There's one creature that isn't a sea creature, and that is the little kingfisher, the little bird perched there. When the guests came in to the dining room and they took their place on the couches, obviously they're reclining, they're not sitting, you have to lean, and you lean on your left-hand side because that helps your digestion better. But when you settle down on your couches, you'll look into the center and you'll see this amazing mosaic and you'll talk about it. And the Romans even used a Greek word for discussion of interesting things in your surroundings. It was ekphrasis. And ekphrasis could be a mythological scene on a wall painting, or it could be these fish. Because remember, the people who saw these grew up on the Bay of Naples. Some of their fathers might have been fishermen, and they talk about the identity of the different types of fish. So the main thing was to impress your guests and send them away thinking, wow, Marcus's banquet was the best banquet of all. I'll vote for him.